What is going on, guys? Welcome to another live edition of SteelTwins Saturday Night, man. It is almost game day. It is game day eve, as a matter of fact, before the Steelers versus Bengals second matchup of the year. Should be the final matchup for them of this year before next year. But, yeah, man, this is after the Thanksgiving holiday. How was your guys' Thanksgiving, man? How was your guys' Thanksgiving? Our Thanksgiving was great. Spent the day with Cold Steel, who will be joining us tonight for the discussion where we talk about the Bengals, the Steelers, and, of course, their injury report.
Yeah.
So how are you, man?
I'm great. How are you guys?
I am phenomenal. Today was an awesome day. It was actually an awesome end of the week, I should say, with not only Thanksgiving, but decorating the front porch, getting the house going, getting the tree up. It's my favorite time of the year. So, excuse me if I'm getting
It's the most wonderful time of the year.
Excuse me if I'm getting a little geeky. Plus, next week we start Christmas cookies, so. But enough of that.
Oh, man.
Yeah, dude, I get geeky, excuse me. But what's going on, chat? What is going on? Why is the chat not loading on YouTube?
We got Rig Steel in the building. He says, "What's up, twins? The Fiend as always." And Jello? Or is it Angelo?
I think it's Angelo.
It's Angelo. I apologize. You can punch me in the face if you ever see me.
Trey's in the building, says, "Hey, what's up, man?" Ivor says, "Who day?"
Who day? We day, mother.
In fact, I actually got something for y'all, and I'm hoping this doesn't come to bite me in the ass. One thing's for sure, that never gets old. Nope.
Never gets old, man.
But hopefully that remains relevant for tomorrow, as we have the Steelers-Bengals second matchup. It's a more important matchup. Both teams are a lot more healthier than they were the first time, especially the Pittsburgh Steelers. Now, they still have some guys out, but guys that they gained compared to the first match is obviously Deontay Johnson offensively. But defensively, both of their edge rushers will indeed be playing this time around, Highsmith and T.J. Watt, which is a big add because the first matchup, we got 0 sacks on Burrow. And when it comes to Steelers-Bengals football, that almost never happens. So the fact that they're back in this matchup will be massive. Although,
yeah, especially TJ Watt.
Especially, I mean, I'm happy it's just a one-game absence. Is he 100% though? That's my concern.
I guess we'll have to wait and see.
It's only a what? Let's see if I can get my time right. 12 plus 4, 16 hours. 16 hours away from game time. From kickoff. Yeah. Which is insane. Unfortunately, though, and we'll get the injury report right here, right now, actually. Unfortunately, though, when it comes to the Steelers, defensively, Joe Hayden is now officially out. So, for the second straight game, Joe Hayden will be out, and James Pierre will get to start in place of Hayden, opposite of Cameron Sutton. As you guys also see, J.Z. Hasenauer is out as well, who, I mean, we already have Dotson on IR for at least another 2 weeks. So, his backup, Hasenauer, is out. And in fact, he was just placed on IR today. We'll get to that. But Hasenauer's out, so who's going to start at left guard? And tight end Eric Ebron is also out, but he was also placed on IR, which is very weird, because that came out of nowhere. But, hey, at least T.J. Watt is off of the injury list. And Minka Fitzpatrick was activated from the COVID list earlier this week. So we'll get those two guys back, which is big. But I think losing Hayden against the high-powered passing game of the Bengals is still going to hurt a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I mean, say what you want about Hayden this year, how he's dimmed down because of his age, and you're not wrong in that, but Hayden is still, in some great but also unfortunate aspect, our best corner.
Oh, he's much like Ben Roethlisberger. Ben's our best quarterback on the roster currently, and Joe Hayden he's in the same position, just a different position.
Right, for sure. But outside of that, you know, Hayden is out, and the other two guys you see there are now officially on IR, as the Steelers announced today. The Steelers signed guard John LeGlue to the 53-man roster and placed tight end Eric Ebron and guard J.C. Hasenauer on the reserve/injured list. They'll be out for at least 3 weeks max. But I'm starting to think that they might be out longer. So I don't know who's going to start at left guard. Is it going to be Joe Haeg again? Because in that last drive last week against the Chargers, he really didn't give the offense a chance to get down the field because he's the one that allowed 2 straight sacks.
You don't put Joe Haeg right there.
So who do you put, B.J. Finney?
You're going to have to put B.J. Finney because he's the most experienced at that position. After what happened on that last drive, I don't trust Joe Haeg to save my goddamn life. Sorry. B.J. Finney right there. If he's healthy, put him in there. Sorry. Joe Haeg should just stick at tackle. Yes, he's a versatile piece, but he's not a starting guard.
No, he's not.
Even as a step-in starter. He's not.
In addition to these moves, the Steelers elevated defensive lineman Daniel Archibong once again for a second straight week. And finally, I don't know why it took him this long, they finally elevated wide receiver Anthony Miller to the active-inactive roster.
Thank God.
It's long overdue. How much time he sees on the field tomorrow?
Yeah, applause. Thank you, Steelers, for finally doing it, considering Raven McLeod is actually on the COVID list. He's going to be out for like a week or so.
Oh shit, I forgot.
So we're going to need someone to replace him at return specialist duties, and you're not going to put Deontay Johnson out there because he's our number 1 wide receiver. He's our number 1 target. And Tomlin doesn't like defensive backs doing that job, so why not get a guy that has experience there and a guy that I think is quite underrated and a good depth piece to this wide receiver group, Anthony Miller. Right. I always thought he had a lot of talent with the Chicago Bears. He was just never used properly, in my honest opinion.
You know, I totally forgot that Ray McLeod has been placed on the COVID list. I totally forgot that because the week's just been busy around here. But, yeah, that he will be obviously out for tomorrow. So Anthony Miller will take a spot. Hopefully he sees some time on the field for sure because, I mean, it's long overdue since he's been elevated.
Yeah, definitely.
But that's an aspect to add for the offense. Now, the Bengals practice not only participation, but injury report. As you guys can see, Auden Tate with a thigh injury is doubtful. He's one of their depth receivers. But that's about it when it comes to their injury report. Nothing else major. So
yeah, everybody else has been either limited or full. They seem to be as healthy as a horse right now.
Yeah, they're looking very healthy. That's why I say this matchup, this time around for Steelers-Bengals, both teams were a lot healthier than they were the first time coming in.
Of course.
Although the Steelers are still losing some guys, some starters that would be playing tomorrow, it's still a lot more healthier, especially on the pass rush aspect. When you look at the Steelers-Bengals game code, what are your immediate thoughts? Like, who do you think needs to step up the most?
I don't think it's a specific player. I would say it needs to be the entire defense, specifically in the run defense.
I agree.
I mean, we're coming up against Mixon right now, 759 yards, 9 touchdowns. Didn't you say he scored in the previous game that they played?
I believe so.
I think he scored in like 7 straight games, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's the stat I was looking for. 7 straight games. I take your word on that.
Something
you got to stop the run. And Burrow, I don't know why people assume he's not, he's not capable of doing some damage, especially when you look at our secondary.
Yeah, we're getting Minka back, although I don't know if he'll be rusty, but it's good to have Minka back. Hayden out. I mean, say what you want about James Pierre. He's still young. I don't know if I still trust him yet. That's just me.
I wouldn't either, honestly.
I mean, he's going up against some really reliable receivers that Joe Burrow's got. I mean, Pierre did allow a big touchdown to Jamar Chase in the first meeting.
Right.
And he still got T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd. So James Pierre and even Cam Son, they're going to have a true test against some great receivers that the Bengals got.
Yeah, just like they did last week. And we all know how that turned out.
Yeah, it was not good. So I agree with Cole. The defense is what's really got to step up big time.
But having T.J. Watt back with Alex Highsmith will be a big plus because, again, we got 0 sacks on Burrow the first time around. Having T.J. in this game will be massive. He's going to be hungry. So having T.J. back is a plus for this defense. But, we can say that the pass rush will be there, but I just hope that the run defense interiorly can step it up, specifically the linebackers. Because, I think we can expect Mixon to get to the second level a few times just because this interior outside of Hayward is very mediocre. Mediocre to pretty bad, I would say, to be real with you. But the linebackers got to step up for sure. they can't give Mixon too much room to work with.
No.
And obviously the one name that you think about when you think of that is, of course, Devin Bush. And he's been a topic of discussion for many weeks now, especially this week, because he had an awful game against the Chargers. There's not been one game where he stuck out, actually. In fact, his highlight of the season was picking up the fumble that T.J. Watt forced against the Seahawks game.
Exactly. Devin Bush has no impact this season. He doesn't. He has done nothing. He doesn't. Does he even have a forced fumble? Something like that.
I don't think so.
Like he has not made one turnover, I do not think. At least I cannot remember. Devin Bush has done nothing but get a tackle, but even then, he doesn't even make an attempt to get a tackle. Just look at the Chargers game with Eckler's second or third touchdown. The guy was literally blocked, and he didn't even attempt to reach out at the ball or at Eckler to stop him. He did nothing. And I can't accept that. I can't condone that. Devin Bush, it's like we traded up for you because Shazier was hurt, or he was done because of what happened against the Bengals Monday night years ago. We traded up for you, for your play style, for your
sideline to sideline speed, his physicality to get the gaps, but
something that
both of that is missed.
Yeah.
So I know we kind of briefly mentioned it in the weekly predictions and a little video that we uploaded earlier this week. If Bush continues his rough play, would you start Spillane?
I would just, we already talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
As far as that goes, Spillane is obviously better at stopping the run, which has been our biggest issue. Now, just to make it clear, according to ESPN, Devin Bush does have 29 solo tackles, 2 sacks, and 1 forced fumble.
Okay.
So that is that. I just want to put that out there. But, yeah, I think I would. I think I would start Robert Spillane. Just based on the simple fact that he can stop the run a lot better than Devin Bush can.
A lot better. He'll bring that physicality. He'll bring that aggression to every down. That's one thing we like about Spillane, especially what we saw last year in many games, specifically the Titans game on Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
So, obviously I don't want us to – how do I phrase this? I don't want us to be forced to bench Bush because I want Bush to do better. But if it comes down to it, you obviously have to. You have to put the better guys on the field. Otherwise, you're just asking for failure.
You got to put the guy that's going to give the better effort, really. Because if the guy's not doing his job, you got to bench him. Look at Deontay Johnson last year with how many drops he had before he got benched in the Bills game for James Washington. And ever since Johnson got benched, Johnson has actually been a fucking hell of a target.
He's had only 1 drop ever since being benched last year.
Exactly. The guy has been a monster, I'd say. He's been great. He has not made any mistakes.
I think
or very minimal mistakes, I should say.
I think a benching would do Bush very well, honestly.
And it's something that he may need for his young career. Coming back from an ACL tear injury, I can understand, mentality. It's hard to come back from it, and it does mess up with your play style, your play on the field. But that could be something that Devin Bush really needs.
But I also think it's because, wow, these guys traded up for me. I'm a first rounder. I was a top 10 pick. They're not going to bench me. They're going to put all their trust in me. So it's like he doesn't have to go out there and put his 100% because he knows what we did to get the guy. But in reality, I hope the team doesn't put up with that, attitude much longer. Because this rushing defense scares the shit out of me tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you. This defense overall scares the shit out of me tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what to expect tomorrow. Are we going to get a Steelers defense that we know what they can bring to the table against the Bengals, against their O-line, to force Burrow to make mistakes? Or are we going to get the trash rushing defense we've seen many times this year against the Lions, against the Seahawks, against the Bears, against the Chargers last week?
Yeah.
I don't know what side of the coin we're going to get from the Steelers defense tomorrow.
But this game against the Bengals is going to be another true matchup for the defense on what they can do against a high-powered offense.
It really is, because the competition, again, like we keep saying, I know we sound like broken record, but it only gets tougher. The stretch gets tougher. So it's great we're going to have some guys back healthy, but we'll see what they can really do tomorrow against the Bengals in, what stadium is it, Paul Brown Stadium?
Diarrhea Stadium. I don't know.
I forget what stadium it is, honestly. I think it's Paul Brown Stadium. But
no, it's not the Brown Stadium.
No, that's First
Energy. Yeah.
Yeah,
sorry.
So Paul Brown Stadium. Irregardless, we say the Steelers defense has to step up, but obviously the offense has to do their part as well. And where do you think it starts with? Cole, you there?
I didn't hear you. Broke up there.
That's odd. I said, obviously we know that the defense has to step up tomorrow, but the offense has to do their part. Where do you think it starts tomorrow?
Oh, simple. The running game.
Right.
Of course, we got to get, the ball down the field as well, which outside of garbage time last week, we really haven't been that, successful at it.
No, we have not.
Now, obviously, Claypool is going to play a large part in getting this offense going, and of course, Deontay Johnson. That's a given.
Yeah.
But I really want to start seeing Claypool step up and become what we all thought he was last season, or what we saw last season. I want to see him build on that because usually with the Steelers, successful receivers usually have a good second season. So I don't know, man. I just want to see him get back on track, finish the season strong. And I personally think, man, a loss to an AFC North divisional rival could be the end of the season.
It's possible because the Bengals already have a win over us. It'd be horrible if they sweep us. And plus,
if they were to sweep us, and we're doing the hypotheticals, which I hate, but
right,
if they were to sweep us, it would just be absolutely devastating to the season. Not only do we get swept by the Bengals, but how do you overcome that?
Yeah, because if we lose, we become 5-5-1, and for the rest of the season, you pretty much have to win out,
essentially.
And that's difficult considering how we've even been able to get a win this year. We barely escaped with one.
Right. Also, not only would it suck for us to be swept by the Bengals for the first time, and I can't tell you when, but next week we got the Ravens. So it would be really, really rough to get swept by an AFC North team just to go host the Ravens next week in another big AFC North battle. So all in all, this Steelers team has to absolutely arrive tomorrow, step it up on both sides of the ball. Offensively, man, obviously try to get a ground game going with Najee Harris. But I do want to credit the Bengals defense because they are stepping up. They got some young guys. They have anchors in the secondary. They have guys in the front seven that are still very, very well. Some guys they replaced in the offseason, some guys they've drafted that has stepped up. Logan Wilson, their inside linebacker, has had 2 picks on us in the last matchup. One thing I want to get into is this offense has to be careful tomorrow with turnovers because the Bengals offense will take advantage, and that's just not going to end well for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I will say this about Ben. Obviously, we all know his history in Ohio. It's positive. It's great. It's something that we all look back on and like to say that history is going to be on our side, but I just don't know. I really don't. Tomorrow's a very odd game. It's with this Steelers team, man. I just don't know what to expect anymore. I really don't.
Right, exactly. Like, you really don't know what Steelers team's going to show up, or even what Ben Roethlisberger's going to show up. Now, Ben had himself probably his best performance all season against the Chargers. He stuck out, I'd say. He had a great performance, but that was mainly in garbage time. He had to pass it.
And the one negative from that game, not regarding Ben, but they got away from the running game against the Chargers.
Yeah, they did. They did not set the tone. Me and Danny personally felt like they should have set the tone early and tried to establish a rushing game early. Because I felt like if the Steelers did that, then they would have had a better chance at winning the game and not having to make a comeback.
Because, obviously we had to step away from the ground game because we were losing by a lot. But if we would have started with that and kept it going and did what and pretty much do what the Chargers did to us, then it would have been a different story.
Right.
Ben wouldn't have to throw that much. Najee would have had himself another great game. I mean, Najee always does good. But, I know Ben has had 5 straight games statistically with no interceptions, no turnovers. If you're looking at it from a statistical aspect, that's great. But if you actually watch the game, Ben's gotten lucky that it didn't go the other way.
Yeah, in all 5 of those games. Quite honestly, I think he should have the same amount of interceptions as touchdowns. I mean, if I'm being completely honest with you, he just gotten lucky, and eventually that luck will run out. It could very well be the
now
Bengals.
Remember, guys, every quarterback in the league throws interceptions that aren't caught.
Of course.
But I don't see
Which
one.
Which means Ben Roethlisberger's the GOAT MVP.
But I don't see one that consistently does it every fucking game, every time. And I'm worried that's going to happen again. If you throw it to a Logan Wilson or a Jesse Bates
or a Mike fucking Hilton, for Christ's sake,
they're going to get it. They're not going to let that shit slip.
You can't forget about Mike Hilton, man.
No, they're not going to let that shit slip. They're going to take advantage of that, and that's what I'm worried about. That's why Ben needs to be careful. That's why the offense needs to be careful. That's why they need to set the tone early.
Jim in chat just said it's Ben Favre.
Very, very, very true.
That is hilarious.
People are asking who's going to return kickoffs tomorrow. I see the GT show's asking it. A lot of other people are asking it. I'm going to imagine it's going to be Anthony Miller.
It certainly ain't going to be Benny Snell or something.
Good Lord above if it's Benny Snell.
I hope not it's Benny Snell.
It's like you're trying to get to the 10-yard line max if you're just going to put Benny Snell back there.
Now, I would imagine that it's going to be Anthony Miller. I would imagine that
it's got to be Miller.
I would imagine that he practiced this week since Ray's on COVID.
Well, why else would he be elevated outside of obviously depth?
And like I said, you're not going to put Johnson back there. He's your number one target. So it's got to be Miller. It's got to be. I mean, we'll see. We'll find out.
One thing's for sure, though, this game tomorrow is going to be very important for the Steelers.
It's got to be. It's a must-win game, most definitely.
When I look at this game, man, I see something that I see a game that the Steelers obviously have to win, not only to just get a win back after 2 straight poor performances, but to get some momentum heading back home next week versus Baltimore.
Right.
Because this is 2 straight AFC North battles. Very important for the season, for the division, for the records, for everything, man. So it all starts tomorrow where the team has to show up.
Yeah.
And they got to do it very consistent. Because one thing that many people have said, and I agree, that the offense only played 15 minutes last week.
Yeah, they did.
So,
but whatever that,
you're not going to win a football game if you're just going to play 15 minutes.
But whatever that offense was in the fourth quarter, that offense needs to bleed into this game. That heart and dedication and consistency needs to be in all 60 minutes of this game. It has to be.
I agree.
As for the defense, I'm glad we're going to get Watt back and Highsmith. Hopefully they do get to Burrow because Burrow has 11 picks on the year, and he's the second most sacked quarterback in the season right now. So that Bengals O-line is still stiff. And against in my opinion, the best edge rusher in the NFL, TJ Watt, and Alex Highsmith, who's coming off a sack and a half, they got to get to Burrow.
Yeah.
But that all starts when the defense, hopefully, fingers crossed, can somewhat stop the run. Because if you can't stop the run, they're not going to have Burrow throw it. It's going to be just like the Lions game, where they don't put it in Burrow's hands, or in the Lions' terms, Goff's hands, because the running game's working so much. So we got to be able to try to limit the run as much as possible and get to Burrow and force mistakes. And the offense has to take advantage. But this team has to play all 60 minutes tomorrow.
And we got TJ Watt, so with him coming back, I mean, it's possible he gets a few sacks in his game. He's going to be hungry.
I think we can expect that.
Yeah, definitely.
He's going to be hungry, man. He's going to be ready to go after the quarterback, specifically Burrow, and add more sacks to that statistic column. More importantly, hopefully to get a turnover or, a big stop on third down. That's the kind of game I'm expecting from TJ Watt.
That's the game you can always expect from not only him, but, of course, Cam Hayward, who's having...
Dude, maybe Minka gets his first interception. I don't know.
That is the hope. It's, it is due. It is due one of these weeks where Minka will get his first interception of the season. Hopefully it's tomorrow. One thing the Steelers defense hasn't done all year is force mistakes or force interceptions or turnovers consistently. They have 4 picks on the year. And when you look at this defense, I know we lost some players, but when you look at this defense, you expect that number to be a little higher. And again, you could go to the term where history's on our side. It's in Cincinnati. Ben is what? what is he, 19-4 in Cincinnati, I believe, or something like that. So you could say history's on our side. So defense could finally have that big game tomorrow. But I really don't want to sleep on the Bengals because this isn't the same Bengals team that we swept from 2016 all the way to 2020. Right. This is a different team.
I want to point something out real quick because I see the dialogue in chat in regards to Minkah and TJ being back. And I even just, said that's a great thing. But there's one key element to this that isn't going to be such a like our confidence shouldn't be as high. Here's why. While Minkah and TJ Watt coming back is great for certain aspects of this defense, even with those two on the field, we still struggle against the run.
Yeah, we do.
That is the problem.
We even struggle against the pass, honestly.
Even with Hayden on the field, you give us the full defense minus to it, of course. I'm talking about the guys that we've had this season. I just don't see how we stop the run, even with Minkah and Watt. Watt's specialty is getting to the quarterback.
Obviously. But, I
don't think they're going to run too many plays his way anyways.
No, they're not going to run outside towards Highsmith,
and
towards
Minkah,
Watt.
As much as we love him, he's missed tackles.
He has.
So, let's hold our horses here and not act like TJ Watt and Minkah coming back is the holy grail.
Because obviously they're going to do everything they can to stay away from those guys. They're going to run interiorly, and our interior defense sucks.
Bad. It blows, bro.
I'm just going to say it right now. It fucking sucks. I know we lost.
I think that aspect of the Steelers is worse than our offense, bro.
I would agree.
As far as the offensive line, I mean.
I would agree.
No, I'm not even kidding.
No, you're not wrong. It's horrible. It's bad.
Because, I know we lost Polamalu and Tuitt for the year, and I do believe Tuitt's out for the year. Because there's no
update. The Steelers have never even mentioned Stephon Tuitt yet.
He hasn't practiced since January, so Tuitt's out for the year. I hate to say it.
That sucks too, man.
I know.
It does. It really sucks.
He's phenomenal, and none of these guys are stepping up. Maybe Loudermilk. We might get Carlos Davis back within the next week, hopefully, but guys like Bugs has been very underwhelming. Guys like, who else? Who else am I missing? Mondo.
Archie Bong.
Daniel Archie Bong.
I mean, like, really? You're going to trust those guys to stop a guy like Joe Mixon and Austin Eckler?
We might get Loudermilk back
Dalvin Cook
tomorrow,
soon? Jesus Christ.
So our interior defense fucking sucks. I'm not gonna lie to you. Both the linebackers are hit and miss. Our interior guys suck outside of Hayward, but you run away from Hayward, then it's pretty simple.
Yeah, it's a piece of cake. Like getting past those guys is easy.
The blueprint is there, and Mixon is coming off 123 yards and 2 touchdowns. He is top 4 in rushing yards right now.
And Tomlin's even fucking mentioned, Joe Mixon, man. Got to stop that guy. So you can already tell Tomlin's already got his mind set on stopping Joe Mixon. But at the same time, you don't want to forget about the wide receivers that Joe Burrow can throw the ball to.
I can see them totally stacking the box tomorrow to try to limit the rushing game, but
I'm hoping that doesn't affect and hurt our defense when it comes to the secondary.
Well, no, because, if they run that too often, obviously they're going to run some play action. They're going to find some open targets in the middle of the field, which has been our kryptonite on defense, was the middle of the field.
The swear jar is back, by the way.
There it is.
It's back.
You're going to have to, you're going to have to bring that back out, especially with the rest of the season.
I think if the Steelers win the Super Bowl this year, I think we need to fill this thing up with Iron City and drink out of it. The whole thing, bro.
I'd so do it. I'm not even kidding. I'd so do it.
Oh, God.
I'm chugging that motherfucker. I don't give a shit.
That's funny.
I would do it. In fact, how much is in there? Have you put anything in there this season?
No, believe it or not, that's all from last year, man.
I'll tell you this, though. It's a good thing you put that out now because by the time the season's up, you might have Christmas money for next year.
That's true.
Like, I'm not even joking.
It's officially back, bro.
I'm not even joking. I got to get one myself.
Shit. All I need now is a Browns trash can, like, right next to my desk, and I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Now I know what to get you for Christmas.
I don't do that.
He said don't do that.
I ain't buying.
Don't do that.
I ain't buying.
That's a waste of a gift.
I ain't buying no Browns merch. Are you kidding me?
But all in all, this Bengals team, it's not the same it was years prior. It's not the same team we swept for 4 straight years. This is different. This offense is alive. The defense has stepped up. This team could be a playoff contender. And you know they're going to come hungry tomorrow because they already beat us once. They got the momentum. Yeah. Now they're back home, and they're going to try to sweep us because you know that they're hungry for that.
Yeah.
But the Steelers got to be hungry to get a win, an AFC North victory, just to, gain momentum for another one next week.
And help our division rankings. And in the conference because the AFC is wide open. We said it many times.
But, so simply put, the defense has to step up, specifically the rushing defense. They got to be able to stop or limit Mixon. And, hopefully the pass rush can get to Burrow. And the offense can, get something going consistently. But I don't know what to expect from the Steelers team, man, because this team, in my opinion, still has no identity. I don't know what I'm going to get each quarter. It's just more of a wait-and-see type thing.
And going into this game, I'm just going to go into this game the same way I went into the Charger game.
Me too.
Not a lot of expectations, not going to be that optimistic. It's just basically a wait-and-see game when it comes to the Steelers this season. Honestly. I'm sure Cole's going to feel the same way.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
And you will be streaming tomorrow's game, right? The watch party?
That is correct. I was a little late getting that up this week. Obviously, it was the holidays and stuff. But, yeah, we will be live tomorrow. I think the start time will be 12:40 or 12:45. But probably, I don't know if you guys will be able to call in from your job. But that might be a possibility.
Well, it's a good thing because we work almost close to the end of the game. So we'll be able to watch until midway through the fourth, and then we got to head to work. But we'll watch it in the car heading into work, and we'll finish it while our shift just started. But I guess I can say that the recap tomorrow, whether it's live or recording, it'll be up a little later because we'll be stuck at work tomorrow because it's peak season. We're gonna have to work Sundays now, but it is what it is.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
It's double time, and I can't say no to
that money.
Yeah,
pretty much.
Let's see what's going on in the chat. Is Tua coming back? Says Remedy. No, I don't think so. I really don't. There's no news, and I'm just not expecting it.
Unfortunately, I don't think he's coming back. It sucks. It really does.
I know. He's so fantastic.
Because we could use that guy, man.
I mean, I'm sure the Steelers are keeping in contact with Tua. It's just weird that we have not really heard anything this late into the season yet.
Right.
I just find that very odd, but I'm hoping Tua's doing good, really.
Let's see. Don't be so confident that we will beat the Bengals because the sleeper on the Bengals offense is Tyler Boyd, who was a great slot receiver who gave us problems before. Tyler Boyd is incredible. He's one of the more underrated slot weapons. They actually have a lot of X factors or sleepers rather on their offense. C.J. Uzomah has had a few really good games and could really hurt us in the middle of the field tomorrow.
Yeah.
And they have a good rotating running game with P. Ryan, I think.
Samaje P. Ryan.
Behind Mixon. So that Bengals offense overall I don't want to sleep on.
No.
Steelers have almost as many injuries as the Titans. What is left is not good. It's totally not. Especially when you look at that defensive line. Let's see. Steel Jackson is in the chat. What's up, Jackson, man? Shout out to Steel Jackson. He says, me and you, Danny, have the same shirt off topic, but I thought I just mentioned that. Yeah. I got this at definitely what's it called?
Definitely you.
Yeah, I got this at that store, so wearing the Pirates shirt.
Great store, by the way.
Great store, man.
Is their website up?
I don't think it is yet. I talked to them about a month ago, and they said they were working on it, but of course, they post stuff on Twitter all the time, and if you're interested in buying something, you can call the store, and they will ship it out.
That's awesome.
That's pretty cool.
I'm going to have to do something like that.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, if you ever see anything in the store that you want, just give them a call, and they'll ship it out to you for obviously a price, but...
Yeah. Can someone explain what exactly is wrong with Tua? Is it physical or mental? It might be both. I don't know exactly what his injury was. All I know, he dealt with a family loss in the offseason, and he didn't practice all camp, and he's been on IR all year. I don't know exactly what it is. It's probably a mix of both. No news has come out. It's all speculation. But whatever it is, I hope it's fine, and we get him back next year.
Yeah, same.
Because that's what I'm anticipating at this point. What's up, y'all? Don't know if this is off topic or not because I just joined, but what do you think will be the final records in the AFC North?
Man,
I mean, I'd have to look through each record and guess the win-loss. But I'll tell you this, I still think the Ravens win the division.
I probably have to agree, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, the Ravens are just... They still got a high-powered offense with the injuries they got, and the defense has been stepping up. I mean, it's kind of hard to bet against the Ravens on taking the AFC North. Unless something happens, you never know with this season. It's been all over the place. But I'd probably have to agree with Dan here.
We need Ben to throw 6 touchdowns tomorrow and 2 interceptions from Minka. I don't think either of that's happening. Ben throwing 6 touchdowns, I mean, at his age, maybe in Madden, maybe in Cold's new Madden franchise.
No, Madden or Ben's retired.
All right, well,
he actually retired. I didn't even have to. He retired at the end of the season, and I drafted Kenny Pickett.
I was gonna say, is the Pickett in?
And he's doing very well right now in his second season.
Yeah, buddy, Kenny Pickett.
First season did very well, but I had a lot of interceptions, mainly because I think the game cheeses. But so far in the second, between him and Harris running the ball, man.
Right.
I'd love to see that in real life.
Steel Cannon says it has been reported that a player on the team had a conversation with Bush, and he said he's dealing with some mental issues, probably due to the injury. He's probably playing scared. He's afraid he's going to hurt his knee again. What do they call it, PTSD or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it because, you know, an injury like that sure takes a toll on a player. It obviously has for Bush, but...
And a young player, too, because Bush is still young.
If he doesn't find his way, if he doesn't find his confidence now, man, like, when will he?
You know, we needed him to step up ASAP, but I know, you know, it's not just going to be like a simple light switch where you flip it and he's going to play like he did in his rookie season. I know that's not going to happen. It's going to take time for him to get back to hopefully getting back to that style of play in his rookie season. I just don't know. But Bush does need to step up big time. And when it comes to the linebackers, I've been meaning to ask, you know, how much of Vince Williams' absence has been felt on this defense?
A lot.
You think?
Yeah, surprisingly, I would agree.
Because he was one of the leaders in tackles for loss last year, up there with Cameron Hayward. That running defense last year up until till the end of the season was fantastic.
Yeah, and I got to tell you, Vince Williams' rushing defense, his tackling, the way he was able to stop the run was so underrated.
Very underrated.
Losing Vince Williams, I think, hurt us a lot more than some people think, honestly.
I think Spillane...
I cannot wait till you read this comment from Jake.
Jake? Which one? Where's that at?
It's the one that he just posted.
Jake Taylor?
Yep.
I think Ben is retiring, and I suspect we'll be entering a quarterback purgatory a la the 1980s, early 90s.
We talked about this earlier.
Yeah, we did earlier this morning.
See,
actually,
that's everyone's fear. But how do you know that's going to happen?
Exactly. You know what? Get into the points that we made in that what do you call it? Unfiltered tape? I don't know what to call it yet.
I don't know.
No, but we were talking...
probably going to be uploading it to those who subscribe to the KSN membership as like an exclusive off-air podcast. I don't know.
Right.
But yeah, bring up those points because those were good points.
Yeah, because we talked about it this morning. It's funny, we were at Walmart going shopping, but, you know, Cole brought it up to us about people talking about that, and it's like, you know, you don't know if that's going to happen. I mean, just 2 prime examples is the Los Angeles Chargers. They got rid of Phillip Rivers, who's going to be a Hall of Fame quarterback, no doubt.
It will take him a little bit.
But but what I'm saying is they got rid of him after being with him for so many years, being conservative with him for so many years, because Phillip Rivers was never really a clutch quarterback, honestly, especially in the playoffs. They got rid of him, and they had a big question mark at quarterback, and they were able to draft Justin Herbert, luckily, And now he's going to be one of the best quarterbacks for the next 15, 20 years. And another good example is the New England Patriots. They got rid of Tom fucking Brady. That era and that chapter closed
real quick.
Just like that. And obviously, like, how the hell do you replace Tom Brady? Honestly. Usually you can't. Tom Brady's unreplaceable. But the Patriots took...
Irreplaceable.
Yeah, thank you. There you go. My grammar's off. They took a rebuild year. They took 1 year off a gap quarterback in Cam Newton. Didn't work out. They took 1 year, a losing season, to rebuild, and they were able to get a quarterback in Mac Jones, who's been stellar this year. It looks like they got their guy at quarterback. Looks like the rebuild process has been able to just take 1 year, and that's it. Because the Patriots are now among one of the top teams in the AFC currently.
But who's to say, like, the Steelers don't fall into that as well?
Honestly.
Because I don't know about you guys. I trust this front office. Or I trust our drafting. Or I trust what we do in free agency.
100%, man.
I don't know what the future is at quarterback. We have dreams. We have hopes.
We have fantasies.
Whatever, if any of them come to fruition, has yet to be determined. But I trust this front office to do what's best at the quarterback situation once Ben's gone, which better be after this year. After this year.
And for the people that say the Steelers don't draft high, which is not true, but it's just been a while since it's happened. Actually, no, we traded up for Bush. That was fairly high.
Well, yeah, but before that, we were at pick 20, which was our normal slot.
Yeah, but the point is, for those that continue to say that, you don't know that, number one. And again, I like the Patriots reference more than the Chargers.
Right.
Because Tomlin has said he wants a veteran. We bring a guy in next season. Of course, we don't do so well if that ends up being the case. And then you go out the next following season and draft a quarterback.
Yeah.
It's really just that simple. The reality is, regardless, Ben is still a good quarterback. We know that. Is he in his prime? No, he is past his prime. Anyone that still thinks Ben is in his prime is just stupid. To be, not to be ignorant, but
right.
It's time to let Ben head off, and his next step needs to be going to the Hall of Fame. Because complacency is becoming much more comfortable for a lot of people.
It's actually becoming very common with this team, and it kind of sickens me that way.
I mean, we just got to do it, man. We got to move on, regardless of what the future holds. None of us know that. None of us know that. Majority of us, not even majority, all of us, none of us know what the future has in store, not only for us, but for this team.
And I kind of find that a little, whenever Ben hangs it up, I kind of find that exciting in a way because of that unknown.
I find that more exciting rather than fearful.
Yeah, even if it becomes a bad thing, because, it's still a process, and you got to enjoy every moment of it, good or bad.
Yeah, and like you said, I mean, Kevin Colbert. I mean, we always preach Kevin Colbert saying that's my GM. Kevin Colbert is great. In Colbert, we trust, stuff like that on social media. When Colbert makes a great move, a great trade, a great sign, which he's done recently. Who's to say Colbert doesn't do it again? We all love Colbert. We all trust Colbert. Colbert could very well do something like that.
And going back to what you said, Cole, about how Tomlin wants a veteran quarterback, I can see that. But one thing I keep finding very consistent when it comes to NFL players and Mike Tomlin is they would love to play for Mike Tomlin. A lot of players have come to Pittsburgh because of Mike Tomlin's leadership. So whoever that quarterback is, that veteran guy, again, it could be any one of your guys' fantasies or dreams. Who knows, honestly.
And honestly, don't be surprised if it ends up being Mason Rudolph. I know that sounds scary as shit, but he's under contract.
He is.
He's the only guy under contract for next year.
Maybe they might bring in somebody else. It might not be an Aaron Rodgers. It might just be another guy that we just don't know about at the moment.
Right. It could be anything, but after the season, man, and I know we still have, 7 games left, but after the season, I find it very exciting to see what Colbert and company will do.
Yeah, definitely.
That is if Ben retires. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Ben should not come back. if Ben comes back, you're going to see exactly the same shift for next year.
Yeah, Space Boy, and who said it? It was Youngstown Strangler Strange. He was talking about Desmond Ridder. I like Desmond Ridder from Cincinnati.
Yeah.
He could be a nice second-round selection, but I don't know. It depends what they do. I can totally see them going the veteran route.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
It could be Mason.
It could be A-Rod. Could be Jimmy Garoppolo. I don't know. Again, the unknown is kind of exciting. We'll see.
But one thing's for sure, Ben, tomorrow, I don't know exactly what to expect. I can say that for the entire team, but when it comes to Ben this upcoming year, I'm just going to, good through bad, I'm going to enjoy the last ride that we're going to go through because this is it. This is it, man.
This has to be it. No question.
Space Boy says, why not Watson then? Because he has too much baggage. I would love Watson, but obviously he has too much,
Way too much baggage, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Like it's just too much of a headache for the Steelers. It's like just pass up on it. Just have the Dolphins take care of it. Honestly, I mean, Miami tried to get him. It's just that shit couldn't be finalized.
What is the advantage of Rodgers coming to Pittsburgh unless we get a better O-line? I would not come here as a quarterback, particularly one older than 30. The thing with Aaron Rodgers, though, is he can still get outside the pocket. He can still make plays under pressure. He's still Aaron fucking Rodgers.
Yeah, he's been doing it all year. I mean, his best lineman, David Bakhtiari, has been out pretty much the whole season, and A-Rod's still been able to do great. His offensive line's been hurt a couple times this season. He's still been able to do great.
Right.
And I have no doubt the Steelers are going to fix up the offensive line. They'll probably sign a veteran tackle. They may draft center because Green hasn't really worked out there yet. He hasn't really gotten better.
I know a lot of people may disagree. I don't think it's a size issue because we've seen centers with similar size and they've panned out well. It's more of like a technique issue with him. Because remember, he was a guard in college.
Yeah.
This center shit's still new. So whether they move him to guard or they keep him at center, I'm still going to give him time. I don't think it's a size issue. He gets pushed back a lot. That's his problem. But
no,
I give him time.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Dictate says he got the same chair as me.
Man, y'all just spending. It's like $400.
That bad boy back there.
I can't say anything. I spent $200 on a Christmas inflatable. I'm a fucking idiot.
Yeah, I can actually see it outside the window.
Yeah,
I'm not even kidding.
It's incredible. It's 12 feet tall.
Dude, that thing's massive.
Yeah, dude, you gotta see it in person. You gotta drive by and just watch.
I'll drive down the main road.
Especially like because it's lit up now because it's dark out. It's gorgeous.
Nice.
Aaron Rodgers will be in Pittsburgh and we're number 8. Our first round pick will be a true center/tackle. Second round pick will be a cornerback. Third round pick is wide receiver. Watch, I'm calling it. I can totally see third round pick being a wide receiver. I would not draft a cornerback.
No, I'd side one. We cannot draft or even develop cornerbacks.
I actually wouldn't draft a tackle. I think this line shouldn't get younger. Unless it's an interior guy, then sure. Like a Tyler Lindenbaum from Iowa. That's it for me. Or if if Evan Neal drops for some fucking reason. Obviously, I'm taking him. But
right.
I don't want this line to get much younger because that's already the problem. We need experience, especially at tackle.
Maybe you look into free agency for sure.
I'd hope
so.
Oh,
definitely. The Steelers are going to have the most cap space. I know they got to sign some guys, but use some of the extra money that you got and sign a credible tackle because you need one. You really need one.
Yeah, not the guy that's been, spitting on players and has been an absolute joke in my book.
Yeah.
That guy.
I don't know where everyone's getting their information that Trey Norwood.
Trey Norwood.
Kendrick, I don't know where everyone's getting their info that Kendrick Green is 6'4". He is not 6'4".
No, he's not 6'4". He's like 6'1".
He's like 6'2" on a good day.
He's not 6'4". He is not that big. He is not that big.
We wish he was 6'4".
Again, I'd move him to guard.
Yeah, I think he'd be
definitely go after a center.
Yeah, I mean, he's just a pure guard, honestly.
I think he'd be best as like a pull guard.
Yeah, exactly. I'd be so up to drafting a Tyler Lindenbaum if he were to fall to us in the first round.
It also depends what we do in free agency.
Yeah, that's true.
But again, free agency talks for free agency. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Number 8 needs retired because it sucks. If Aaron Rodgers comes to Pittsburgh, I'll give him 12. What's up, Twins in chat room? This is our statement game. I think we get this win and it start to 7-0 run, says Russ. I don't think we win out, but maybe this is the momentum we need. You know, maybe, you know, like a lot of people were saying, maybe that fourth quarter was the turning point of the season last week.
I don't know. I'd like to think that. I really do. I just don't know if I'm going to be real. I don't.
Kendrick Green is not 6'4". He's not.
They're saying because Wiki says that.
Because ESPN says it, NFL.com. No, he's not 6'4". I doubt he's 6'4".
Yeah, I could have sworn coming out of the draft he was 6'1".
Watch.
The Steelers website has him listed as 6'4" too.
He's not 6'4".
Here, I'll go
6'4", 315 pounds.
All right, let me go to Illinois' college or website. What the fuck? He is not 6'4".
No, there's no way, no.
If he was 6'4", then we wouldn't be having these he's too short conversations.
Everywhere has him listed as 6'4", bro.
What the fuck? Did he wear cowboy boots and people didn't notice?
How many socks does he have on his feet? Like, what the fuck?
He's not 6'4".
No, he's not.
6'4", bro.
I wish. He's like 6'2".
6'4".
I wish.
I didn't think he was 6'4" either.
No.
Honestly.
Hell no.
But every place that I'm checking says 6'4", so that's kind of weird.
I don't believe that. That's a typo, bro. That's
false information.
Very false information, as a matter of fact.
He is not that tall. I wish he was, but he ain't.
24/7 Sports has him listed as 6'4". That was his college.
I don't know.
Because then he was 300.
Do you think Steelers have a true number one? Not too long ago, we had AB and Marcus Wheaton as 1 and 2. Wheaton wasn't really a fucking number 2. He was like a 3. But yeah, do we have a true number 1? You could say Deontay. I'm gonna be on both sides of agreeing and disagreeing with you, just because I really like Deontay. He has all the tools to be a number 1, but at the same time, it could be also due to the scheme or quarterback play why he's...
Well, the game plan.
Right. But I'll say this about Deontay. He's definitely having a very quiet season. And by that, I mean, like, there's not a lot of people talking about him.
No, definitely not. Now, Johnson, I mean, as of now, yes, he's definitely a number 1. A true number 1? Probably not yet.
Right. Who cares about sacks? Watch him play fantastic against the run and get a decent amount of pressure. Who are you referring to, Alex? Are you talking about Highsmith? In that case, yeah.
Now, Highsmith is great in the run defense. I'll give him that.
How many years has it been from Bradshaw to Ben? Could be a lot of rough years ahead. I don't think so. I don't think it'll be that bad.
Again, we don't know.
Take a look at Miss State quarterback Will Rogers. Nice arm, good presence. I'm going to have to look at him.
I never heard of him.
He must be newer.
I'm actually going to step away for a few minutes. I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Take your time.
What do y'all think is going to happen to Juju at the end of the season? He'll resign. There's no one that's going to pay him. He'll stay here.
Probably, more than likely. I won't mind it, but if he leaves, it's not going to hurt my feelings. I'm not going to lose sleep.
Right.
Maybe whatever.
We are talking quarterback now. I don't know if they draft one this year. It depends what they do in free agency.
It really does.
Desmond Ridder is undefeated so far this year. I like him as a draft pick, not a first-round pick yet, though. No, I agree, Space Boy. I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
Listen, I know everyone's saying, like, Google is saying that Green is 6'4", and I give credit to Google a lot because how do you think I graduated high school? I'm totally fucking around, by the way. But no, he's not 6'4". He's not 6'4".
No, I mean, he's not. He is not that. He does not look that tall on the field.
No.
He doesn't. He looks significantly smaller than interior defensive linemen. There are interior defensive linemen that are 6'4", and he looks small as hell.
Yeah. If Ben balls out rest of the season, do they even consider bringing him back? I fucking hope not.
I think they shouldn't.
I hope Ben retires so that we can resign Juju, young quarterback with 3 solid wideouts is necessary. I think they got to build the O-line first, though. I'd build the O-line before signing Juju.
Yeah, I agree. Secure that O-line.
Well, you also drafted Najee. Like, you got to, give him help. Right.
Like, Najee, sure, he can do it all, but he shouldn't have to.
Did anyone give the score for tomorrow's game? In the weekly predictions we did with Cold Steel earlier this week, I said that Steelers win, what was it? It was 22-19.
Okay.
I met Green at the Bills game. I'm 6'1". He is way taller than me, dude. I don't think he's 6'4", man. I don't think he's that tall.
I don't see him that tall, man. I don't.
It's Aiden Too Cool says, do people want centers to be Andre the Giant?
I guess so. I mean, shit.
Pre-draft measurements has him 6'1", 7/8. That's more accurate. That's what I was told. That's what I read heading into the season.
That's what I read as soon as we drafted him.
Everyone always has discussions that he's too short. So you can't have the discussion if he's 6'4". They need the Watt Bros up front? Yeah. Looking back at it, maybe JJ should have signed, although he just got injured, so who fucking knows?
He got injured a couple weeks back, unfortunately.
Tomlin says he doesn't want to coach with rookie quarterback. That doesn't surprise me. If we make postseason, then our draft pick is first round better be a pass rusher opposite Watt.
Pass rusher.
Pass rusher. Why a pass rusher?
They're not going to lose their faith on Alex Highsmith in a year.
We're not going edge.
We're not
going edge.
Dude, we didn't even give up on Bud Dupree when he was inconsistent before he broke out.
So we're not going to give up on Highsmith.
And we're not using a first-round pick on an edge.
Out of all the fucking issues we have next year, whether it's corner, safety, quarterback, O-line.
Even cornerback.
I said cornerback.
I thought you said quarterback. My bad.
Nonetheless. We're not going edge. When is Zach Banner coming back? He is back. He's been back. In fact, he just played his first and only snap of the season last week when Najee ran in for a touchdown. It took the Steelers 4 fucking tries to do it, but hey.
Better late than never, right?
Jesus Christ. But that pissed me off last week, man. You're within the fucking... You're at the 3-yard line because Miles Killebrew muffed the fucking punt. Or blocked the punt, rather.
And it got to the 3-yard line. Our 3-yard line.
And you passed it 3 straight times. It took you 4 plays and a lucky penalty to finally make you feed Najee. It's like you draft a motherfucker in the first round. You're within 3 yards of the end zone.
And Najee was averaging like 3.5 yards per carry.
It's like, what the fuck? Are we going to see that stupid bullshit tomorrow? I fucking hope not. Because it seems like this play calling is getting worse.
That's why coming into this game, like, I don't know what team, and I don't mean just players, I mean coaches too.
I'm out of Gatorade.
Like, I don't know what team's going to show up, what play calling is going to be called, if the defense is going to stop the run. It's unknown.
Right. Our past years, our best runs are with fullback leading away, such as Creeder, Rosie, and Watt. When they use him, need more of fullback blocking and need Banner starting for his run blocking. I don't think they're going to start Banner because the O-line's starting to kind of gel, or at least get the chemistry specifically going, so they're not going to zip that off. I agree. We need to get Watt more involved. I don't know why we don't.
Especially at the goal line.
Especially interior. If these guys can't create a fucking lane, then Watt will do it. I hope we draft Ryan Hayes offensive tackle out of Michigan. Speaking of Michigan, they finally beat Ohio State.
Yeah, they did, in dominating fashion, too.
Yeah, dude. How about Hassan Haskins? Holy shit, 5 touchdowns? Jesus Christ. Ryan Hayes, yeah, I've heard of him. I got to look him up a little more research. But, again, I mean, I wouldn't draft tackle next year unless it's depth. I don't think the tackle position should get any younger. We need a veteran aspect.
I mean, would you say we draft tackle? Because we could sign a guy. We still have Banner for a year. I think we still have Haig for a year.
Yeah.
And Dan Moore. So we may not even draft a tackle. We may just end up signing one.
Well, in that aspect, then sign someone. You got some bucks.
They should sign someone. They better not be conservative.
Yeah, exactly. So I want to see Ivo. I'm glad you mentioned that. I want to see a side-by-side picture of Chase Claypool and Kendrick Green and tell me if that motherfucker is 6'4". Claypool is 6'4", almost 6'5". If Kendrick Green is not near the same fucking height as him, he's not 6'4". He's probably by his shoulder width. Maybe.
We got to do something like that.
I want to see a side-by-side picture.
Yeah, just end the discussion. End this debate.
Big Ben is still the AFC North's daddy. He tucks all of them in at night when they want to go to sleep. I expect nothing less tomorrow. I'd hope so.
I mean, fingers crossed, dude, really.
Despite what we all say about Ben this year, how he needs to retire, the entire AFC North outside of the Steelers is going to be fucking jumping for joy tomorrow. Or, not tomorrow. Jumping for joy when Ben finally retires. And it's going to be hilarious to watch them all fucking jump in excitement because it finally took them for Ben to retire to even stand a chance.
Yeah.
Johnson has more receptions than Jamar Chase. Chase doesn't even have 100 yards more receiving either. I didn't even know that.
I didn't know that either. I haven't been looking at the statistics, really, but...
Mark says we need to pressure Burrow into mistakes. It all starts with the rushing defense, though. If we can stop the rushing defense, then we force Burrow to pass it.
Yeah.
Then we can force mistakes.
Plain and simple.
We need a corner, I agree. But we need to make a splash next year. I know I'm asking a lot from the Steelers next year in free agency, but I wouldn't draft tackle because I don't think that position should go younger. I definitely don't think we should draft a fucking corner for obvious reasons. So those are 2 positions I think we should splash at before going quarterback.
Yeah. Let's lock those positions up.
Would Ben stay and mentor our future quarterback? I say no. Fuck no. He won't even mentor Mason. He didn't like the drafting of Mason. He's not going to mentor nobody.
No.
Ben's not going to mentor anybody. Thoughts on bringing James Conner back in free agency? If the opportunity is there, you fucking do it. Because I'm tired of Najee getting the ball 30 times a game.
No, you need a reliable number 2. We don't have that.
By that.
That's why I wanted the Steelers to try to get Philip Lindsay, but I guess they just weren't in order properly for the waiver wire.
I don't even know if they put a claim in for him. But when I say I don't want to see Najee get the ball 30 times a game, it's because I don't want to see him
get run into the ground.
Exactly.
Like Le'Veon Bell and guys like that.
So if James Conner is available next year in free agency and he wants to come back,
let's snag him in a heartbeat. Tomlin even said he was heartbroken when he heard the news of Conner going to Arizona because he wanted to keep him.
I would love to bring him back.
Snag him in a heartbeat. Make sure Najee is good. Make sure Najee has a good number 2 behind him. A good asset to Najee, because that's something you need.
I mean, if you want to extend Najee's career, yeah, totally.
Not just that, benefit the offense. Help us get into the end zone, because Conner can do that. If you don't want to force Najee into it, Conner can do it.
Right.
Conner's done it like the past 9 straight games.
Right. Mark says play calling sucks. Camden needs to go. I'm almost on the same boat as that because his play calling's been very inconsistent and very questionable. You could say he doesn't have the right quarterback, but the play calling alone it's just bad. Like, what the fuck?
It's a big head scratch. It is, but I don't think Camden's really gonna go.
No.
Not after 1 year.
Snoopy McQueen with a $5 super chat says, I heard that because there's no good quarterbacks in the draft, they bring back Ben.
Not Ben. Not Ben. I'll take anybody else. Because you're going to see the same goddamn thing. Honestly.
You're delaying the inevitable at that point. Just Just let him go.
Let him go. Let him walk off into the sunset. Let him retire. Thank him for everything he did. Thank you for the 2 Super Bowls, the 3 Super Bowl appearances.
Retire his jersey.
But, Ben, it's time. You're done.
You got to go after this year.
Next year, I think we just have a gap quarterback in general, but I do not think that should be Ben.
We need a strong safety to replace Fidarius Edmonds. Yes, you heard that correctly. His real name isn't Terrell Edmonds. It's Fidarius. Google it.
I actually did not know that.
I don't believe that. Maybe
if that's true.
Maybe Terrell's his middle name. I guess it is. It's Fidarius Terrell Edmonds. He just goes by Terrell. Actually, I disagree. I think we should resign Edmonds. Who the hell do you replace? Who do you replace Edmonds with? That's another hole we're gonna just have to fill. On top of quarterback, O-line, corner.
No, I'd resign him.
I would sign Edmonds.
He wouldn't be that expensive. The guy has stepped up year by year.
And I understand, yes, he has bad angles. He misses tackles at times. He has no ball awareness. I get that. But he stepped up towards the middle of the field. He's good in the run tackling in the running game. He shuts down tight ends. I've assigned Edmonds. I've been very impressed with his progression.
Yeah, so have I.
I know he still makes mistakes, but I bring him back.
I agree.
Because who the hell do you replace him with? Let's see. You guys got to stop forcing Najee. If we do that, he'd be injured. Also, we need to sign Bell as backup. Would love that. No, that bridge is burnt.
I don't even think Bell's worthy of being a backup anymore in his career. Honestly, I think Bell's done.
His head's not in it no more.
No?
We need a change of pace running back. I agree. That should have been Phillip Lindsay. Anthony McFarland is a healthy and active every fucking week. So who's our change of pace? Nobody.
And I don't even know why McFarland's being inactive. Like, you took him off of IR. You promoted him to the 53-man roster.
Why draft him in the 4th round last year if he's just going to be unhealthy and active?
Exactly. All this just to make have Benny Snell in there.
There's no injury excuse. He's not on the injury report. He was activated off of IR weeks ago. He played 2 snaps, and now he's inactive. There's just something about that selection I didn't like.
I felt like at that spot they just didn't know. And were quite just uncertain of where they were going to go with James Conner in the running back situation, so they said, screw it, this guy's the best running back available, at least to us. So they picked him, and now look at him. I mean, he hasn't done anything, and I don't know why. With him being familiar with Matt Canada, it's like you can't do anything with him?
I don't know.
I just find that odd. I mean, for God's sake, you relied on this guy to catch the ball off Ben against a football team.
Right. Who would you guys keep / replace on the O-line? I'd keep Dan Moore at left tackle because I think he's just going to keep growing. I'd keep Dan Moore at left tackle. At left guard, obviously Dotson. Keep him. Green, you can make an argument, give him time, but if you want, switch him to right guard, draft a center, specifically Linderbaum. Right tackle, Chucks is going after this year. We already have our swing guy in Joe Haig, so there's no point in keeping Chucks next year because he's had his ups and downs, but he's in his 4th year now, contract year. You're not going to extend him and just be complacent with this current O-line.
No.
So I would replace him with like a Trent Brown.
I would not mind that one bit.
I would go out and sign Trent Brown. Or a Mitchell Schwartz. Is he healthy?
I'm back, sirs.
Cold is back.
And I got some bad news.
I'm afraid I've got some bad news. What's that?
Kendrick Green.
What about Kendrick Green?
He is 6'4".
He is not 6'4".
No, he's not.
Somebody in chat provided a picture of him and Chase Claypool. And he is indeed as tall as Chase.
Send it to me.
It's on Twitter. He sent it to you on Twitter.
That's horse shit.
He tagged you.
I'm going to check Twitter now. I don't see it.
Did you send it to us?
I don't see it.
He tweeted it to you guys.
I didn't see nothing, man.
Nah, we're not tagged in anything. Oh, let me check.
There it is.
I just sent you the DM.
There's no fucking way.
Huh.
Did he grow overnight? There's no fucking way.
Then why are people questioning about his size, though?
I don't know.
I don't know. From that angle, it still looks like Chase is taller.
He is taller. I need a side-by-side picture.
Maybe he's 6'2". I don't think 6'4".
Yeah, I think you're right.
I think
he might have 2 inches on him.
I think it's the angle.
Even then, 6'2" is kind of small for a center, if you ask me.
All right, where we at? Remember Senquez Golson, the only bust where you could never tell if they were good or bad. Yeah, because he never fucking played. What a bum. Senquez Golson, second-round slot guy. Couldn't even get through one day of pads without getting hurt.
What a bum. What a bust he was, man. What a second rounder for a slot corner.
I hope we sign Orlando Brown and J.C. Jackson if they're available in free agency. They're going to be big contracts. I think Orlando Brown just got extended, didn't he?
I think he did.
And J.C. Jackson, the Patriots are not letting him go. They already traded, what's his name?
Stephon
Gilmore. So they're not going to let go of J.C. Jackson. I want Orlando Brown Jr., not his damn daddy.
Yeah, he's traded to the Chiefs, obviously.
Did he sign a contract extension? If not, yeah, I'll gladly bring in Orlando Brown. But then what do you do with Dan Moore? Move him to right? That's a whole nother position he's going to have to learn.
I'm not remembering, I think it was training camp and preseason, they rotated him. So he worked, where he was more comfortable, but I think that was left.
Well, they tried to make him the swing guy originally. And then Banner got hurt, and then they had to start him.
Yeah, they did.
Where are we at in the chat? Let's see. I feel like Canada just tries to do too much sometimes, especially with those jet sweeps. Like, just knock it off.
And it's always to, like, Ray and guys like that, too.
It's not going to work.
No, it's not.
I repeat, if Ben retires, our Steelers will have the most cap space in the NFL. Is that true? Ryan says, hey, SteelTwins, how about Teddy Bridgewater? I wouldn't mind Teddy Bridgewater as a gap guy.
No. But like I said, I think next year will be a gap quarterback.
He's not someone that's going to win you anything.
Well, no shit, look at Denver. He never really won anything anyway, no matter where he went.
I think it's, Cole, I think it's the angle, man.
I don't know. I'm letting chat decide.
I think it's the angle.
I'll let chat decide it. I don't know if they can see that, but
oh, son of a nutcracker!
What are you doing?
I'm measuring with a spoon. Claypool's got 2 inches on him.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I think Kendrick Green's, if anything, 6'2".
The most cap space sounds like a good time with Kevin Colbert. Exactly. And now I know most of that's going to go to dead cap or Minka extension, but we still should have someone to work with.
Oh, yeah. And, Colbert, even still.
I mean, we were in cap hell, and then he turned it around.
Yeah, Kevin Colbert and Omar Khan.
Yeah.
They'll still find a way to get more.
Honestly, I would bet they bring in Trubisky. He is familiar with Canada's offense. I would not do that. Then that's Bradshaw Ben purgatory.
I would not be. I wouldn't be all for Trubisky. I really wouldn't. I think he just stays in Buffalo.
Cold, would you bring back Terrell Edmonds?
Would I bring back Terrell Edmonds?
Or
oh, man. I mean, who do you...
Specifically, Fadarius Edmonds. That's his first name, Fadarius.
I would say... Do I bring back Edmonds? Here's the answer to that. We have so many holes on this team. Do you want to create another one?
Nope.
There's your answer.
I'm keeping Edmonds.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, I don't want another, especially in the secondary.
He was drafted first round, right?
Right.
He's improved in certain areas. Is he still a ball hawk? No, I don't think he ever was.
No.
But he's been solid at getting tackles. I think his coverage has improved. I mean, I think I'm keeping him.
I wouldn't. I know he has, like, no leverage or blown assignments and stuff like that. Like, I understand those arguments.
I mean, yeah, he ain't perfect. I mean, nobody is, but he ain't a great player, but I'd say he's reliable. Honestly, he's gotten reliable. He's gotten better. And I don't want another hole in the secondary.
Well, let me ask you. If he goes down, is our secondary better?
I don't think so.
That's
who fills in for him? Killebrew?
Hell no. Are you kidding me?
Killebrew's a special team guy.
That's like if we were to start Jordan Dangerfield all over again. Would you guys sign Cam Newton for a year? I would. Also, there's a sleeper quarterback from Liberty that will go in later rounds. If you're talking about Malik Willis, I don't think he's going to go in the later rounds. But no, I'm not signing Cam Newton.
No.
Snoopy McQueen with another super chat, this time $2, says, "Do anybody believe in Mason?" I've given up. I've given up on it. I've given up on it.
Do I think Mason's a solid backup quarterback? Yes. Do I think he can win some games? Yes. Do I think he's the future franchise quarterback? No.
I'm
trying to fix my thing, by the way.
That's fine.
If anybody's wondering.
Quentin Spain versus Cam Hayward is an underrated matchup going into tomorrow. They went at it first game, 2 powerhouses. Yeah, it'll be a fun matchup. But I think Hayward, man, he's just on a roll this year.
Yeah, he is.
And I understand, like, I'm late in the chat, so I apologize, guys. Thankfully, Cole's here that he can show you guys the picture that, what's his name? Jacque Williams was talking about. I apologize if I pronounced that incorrectly. The D gives it up like nuns during a Viking raid.
A what?
Says Steelers Freak.
The D gives it up like nuns
during a Viking raid.
Wow, okay. I mean, that's one way to put it.
Joe Hayden not playing hurts is we needed him to cover Chase. The thing with him, though, is Chase has speed on him, and Hayden can't cover speedy guys.
No, not anymore.
Trey Turner's 6'3". Is he 6'3"?
He might be. I don't know.
Yeah, see, some guys.
Who, Turner?
Trey Turner, I think.
Trey Turner.
Yeah, I think he's 6'3".
Yeah, and Haig, according to Dictate, is 6'6". And yeah, people agree with us. It's the angle. Let's see where we at. Green was in one of Claypool's vlogs. He is the same height. I don't believe that, TJ Black, man. I don't. Hines Ward might be in the Hall of Fame next year. He fucking better.
Yeah, he's a semifinalist for yet another year. Hopefully he gets in. I feel like he should.
My boy is long overdue for that gold jacket.
And people say, some people think that Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer. It's like, no, the fuck he's not.
Julian Edelman is not a Hall of Famer.
Like, if you're going to say Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer, then why won't you say the same about Hines Ward?
If Julian Edelman is a Hall of Famer, Hines Ward is first ballot.
Psst. Hines Ward needs to get in. Long overdue for that guy.
That's why I got his jersey up there, man. That's my boy.
Best blocking wide receiver of all time.
It's my boy.
Yeah? No one blocked like Ward.
No, you're right. Okay, I'll give you this. Best physical blocker wide receiver. Best blocking wide receiver, I might have to give that edge to Larry Fitz.
You think?
Maybe.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I might give it to Ward just because I'm a homer. Guys, what about Tyrod Taylor? And yes, I would bring Emmons back. He's consistent and always on the field. Works well with Minka. Tyrod Taylor, nah.
No, I don't think his style just works with our liking, our system at quarterback.
Right. Where am I in the chat? Let's see. Where am I in the chat? So why the Steelers didn't pick up his 5th-year option? Because of cap. Because of cap. If Fitz was having Pro Bowl year, would you care about Edmonds?
What?
Yo, what?
What are you talking about?
If Fitz was having a Pro Bowl year, would you care about Edmonds?
I care about both. What are you talking about?
That's 2 different positions. Can we move Fitzpatrick to cornerback? Fuck no.
That is something you don't do.
Then
who's that safety?
No.
Who's that free safety?
Yeah, who's that free safety? Trey Norwood? Yeah, because that worked last week.
No, Norwood's a slot guy. He needs to be our main slot guy. I'm not sold on Millette.
Hell no.
I'm not.
Maybe in dime packages, but that's it. Bring back Terrell Edmonds. He has consistent chemistry with Minka. Pick up Stephon Gilmore and bring back Joe Hayden. Your cornerback group is now Stephon Gilmore, Joe Hayden, Cam Sutton. It looks good on paper, but Gilmore's getting up there with age. He's going to want a big contract, and I think he's halfway out the door.
Yeah, I agree.
Let's see. I'm stoked December 12th. Hines Ward is doing signing at our local mall, hoping to get his jersey signed. If he makes Hall of Fame, will be worth some bucks. Oh, absolutely.
Oh, no doubt, man.
I don't know. Something like that, though, I'd keep, personally. Mason doesn't carry chemistry with the offense? Yeah, clearly. Not even with Washington.
No, that chemistry is it stayed at Oklahoma State.
Snoopy McQueen says, with another $2 super chat, shout out to Snoopy, man. Says, what does it take to get the GM and Tomlin fired? Ask John Gruden.
I suppose.
R.I.P. Magic Johnson, he did not die.
No, we were just on Twitter. It would have said something.
He didn't die.
Stop trolling. He's fine.
He didn't die fucking 30 years ago when he first got it. He's not dying now. They're not bringing back Hayden, and I have not heard nowhere near the negativity about Edmonds this year versus the past. Especially from us, man. Ward played most of his career without Ben. Yeah, hell, he was a former quarterback from Georgia before becoming a receiver for us.
Yeah, we converted him to wide receiver, or at least Cower did, and that worked out well.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, because I read Cower's book, and he actually, I think in that book, he mentioned that he considered Ward to start at quarterback because at quarterback at the time, they were uncertain. You know, they didn't know who to ride with.
Because Neil O'Donnell just left for the, what team was it? Was it the Ravens? I know he played with the Ravens at some point.
O'Donnell? I thought it was the Jets.
You might be right.
I think it was the Jets. And I think we had, like, what was his name? Tom Zach. I think that was his last name. Mike Tomzak.
Maybe.
And some other, like, horrible backup quarterback. But I remember in the book reading it, I think he considered Ward potentially starting at quarterback. That was until Cordell really started to stuck out, and he just kept Ward at wide receiver, and that just worked out.
Right.
Thank God it did. Thank God it did.
Ivor says Tomlin could stalk the sidelines naked, and the Roonies wouldn't fire him.
What the hell?
Yeah, this Prince guy, he's clearly trolling, yeah.
That's what you're doing? That's what you're doing? Trolling?
Me thinking out the box, free agent left tackle, Moore left guard, rookie center round 1 and 2, Dotson right guard, Banner / rookie offensive tackle round 3 or later. I think Moore could be a very good guard. Probably won't happen, but that's why it's out the box. What do you do with Green?
Yeah, what would you do with Kendrick Green?
At that point, that's a third rounder wasted. But again, it is an out the box sort of deal. But I'm not opposed to moving Moore to guard. I don't know if he's ever played guard. That's a totally new position for him to learn.
Yeah, and for yet another training camp in his young career, you know, do the Steelers want to put that on him?
Right. So Watt is back. Is Minka? Yes.
Yeah, Minka
is back.
Yeah, Minka's good. He's cleared. He's good to go.
Only thing I saw was something about Sean Taylor. Yeah, because he passed away 14 years ago today. Because he
unfortunately so. Yeah,
he was defending his family from a botched burglary.
Yeah, and may he rest in peace.
Man, that's crazy. Sean Taylor could be in the Hall of Fame right now. Or
hey, what's going on, Chad?
Well on his way.
Yeah.
Yeah, Chad says, what's up, SteelTwins and Cold Steel? What's up? What's good, Chad?
How you doing, bro? How's your night?
What is going on, sir?
The other quarterbacks were Miller and Graham. Yeah, it's pretty poor. I really hope Devin Bush shows up. I mean, I'm not going to get my hopes up. Didn't realize so many Pittsburgh fans were Magic Johnson fans, but God bless all. That doesn't mean we're a Magic Johnson fan. I mean, everyone knows who Magic Johnson is.
What did I miss?
This guy apparently said Magic Johnson died, and everyone's saying no, he didn't. So I pretty much said if he didn't die 30 years ago when he first got it, he's not going to die now. There's just no way.
I'm pretty sure that would have been all over Twitter.
All over Twitter. Green is better suited to play guard. He is a mauler. Center requires brains. Green lacks brains. You're not wrong.
No, you're not. I mean, could grow on him, but I think we could consider the option to move him back to guard.
I think he'd be better as a pull guard. He's got the athletic ability to do it.
Bro, how the fuck does the Sixers lose by 1 point in a game where Joel Embiid dropped 42 points and 14 rebounds?
Are you serious?
Ooh, damn. That's Philly right there for you.
Not to bring up, a different sport, but what the fuck?
I haven't kept track
but
of that shit
that's
in a
the
minute.
Jimmy Butler meme right there, and they still lost?
They still lost, bro.
Oh, goddamn, shit. Any news on Ben Simmons? Any updates on Ben Simmons? He's still getting fined?
Probably.
I don't know.
Is Justin Lane ever going to start? No. James Pierre completely took his starting reps. That's a third-round pick wasted.
I was never big on Lane anyway. He shouldn't start.
Do you guys like leaving one side of your helmet while a logo? That's a strange question. We've done it ever since the franchise existed, so yeah, I would say yes.
I like what they do with the one logo on the helmet. Never bugged me.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I could ever see the team any other way.
No. Why Derek Watt still with the team? He is a waste of money, overpaid, underused. I agree he's overused and somewhat underpaid just to play special teams. He's a great special teamer, though. Every time there's a special teams play, you see Watt down there.
Yeah, it's true.
Unless Cam Sutton, probably since Hayden is out, unless Cam Sutton takes the snaps and we see Millette at slot. No, Norwood would be slot. Pierre's going to be outside with Sutton as well. Well, at least Norwood better be in the slot.
I mean, they may rotate Norwood and Millette, but I would play Norwood more.
Yeah.
I think he's really stuck out more than Millette has. Just give Norwood give him the nod. He'll try to get it done in the slot.
Chad says, I'm doing good, and I'm excited to see Randy Moss's son, Thaddeus Moss, to see what he can do against us. Plus, I'm glad TJ is back in the lineup. Yeah, Thaddeus Moss was elevated from the practice squad for tomorrow's game. So, Randy Moss's son, Thaddeus, will play with his former quarterback, Joe Burrow, tomorrow.
Yeah, they got the LSU triplets.
Literally.
I'd say Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase, and Thaddeus Moss.
The only person they're missing is Justin Jefferson, but no one wants to see Justin Jefferson on the Bengals.
Oh, God forsake. No. Hell no. My God.
Nah, I'm good, bro.
No,
That's too much.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
It's bad enough they already got T. Higgins and all them. I've seen some early mocks, and they have us taking Desmond Ridder in the second and the O-line in the first. Wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that as well. It just depends who the lineman is. I still don't think we should go much younger at O-line. Center, I'm fine with if we do move Green to guard, because I know that's for the better of the line.
Yeah.
But tackle, man, I don't think we should get younger there.
No, definitely sign a veteran tackle. Definitely.
I wouldn't be surprised if we actually sign a veteran guy and then still draft a quarterback second round, like a Desmond Ridder. I'm not opposed to that.
I can see us, regardless, drafting a quarterback, first or second. I can see it. But again, I think it all depends on what happens in free agency, who we get, who we don't. It's going to be interesting.
Moss's son has some shoes to fill. He'll never be able to fill his daddy's shoes.
No.
Never. Fucking never.
I mean, dude, the guy wasn't even drafted.
No, he wasn't. No, he
had a lot of hype coming out of LSU because he's Randy Moss's kid. And he's undrafted. Didn't even do anything in the combine. Granted, I think he was hurt. I know he was with the football team, and then he was released there, and I think that's when the Bengals picked him up. And now he is getting his one opportunity. We'll see.
Is this his first NFL game?
I think it is.
I'm going to search it up.
I think it is.
Thad Moss. God. That's got to make a lot of people feel old knowing that Randy Moss's son is playing football tomorrow.
Chill, bro.
I wasn't. Okay, maybe I was.
Chill, bro. Shots fired, goddammit.
Yeah, this will be his first NFL game. Wow. If he is active.
I would assume he is. Why would they elevate him just to... Well, you can do that. I don't know. But that's crazy. Randy Moss's son.
Randy Moss had a kid young. Holy shit. Good Lord above. I wouldn't be surprised if you're doing the watch party tomorrow and I hear you say Thad Moss scores a touchdown.
I mean,
man, I don't want to be saying that.
I hope not.
Good Lord. You know, anything can happen. Good Lord above. Tomorrow's going
to be a busy day, man.
I was just about to say that. Read my mind.
No, for real, it is. After the game, I got so much work to get done.
Yeah?
Yeah, man. Lots of stuff. Lots of stuff.
Yeah, I'll be stuck at work for I don't know how many hours.
Yeah.
I might actually sleep in tomorrow morning. I think I need it.
Well, the game's not till 1, so go ahead.
I think I'm right there with you. Like,
well, I'm still not 100%. As some know, I've been dealing with some sort of, I don't know, cold or something. I don't know what it is, but
it's going around.
In fact, everybody in the house, and I was reading online that sometimes these things could last weeks, and I didn't know that.
Really?
Oh, that's fucking great.
I don't believe it or not, because somebody asked, you know, you've been sick a lot. I actually don't get sick. That's the weird thing. It's something else that's going on that I don't really talk about in regards to, like, if I take a stream off, there's a different reason.
Right.
You guys know what I'm talking about, but the chat doesn't.
Right.
And I'm not bringing that up right now. But yeah, that's why I've actually been taking a moment to step away from this stream, is because I'm having some issues.
Right.
With the you know, the nose. I am so stuffed up, bro.
No, I know what you mean. It's that time of the year. I love this time of the year, but it's also the sickiest time of the year.
Sickiest. The most sick.
I blame everybody in this goddamn house, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what happens, you know. One person gets in and just spreads around the household, unfortunately.
Space said cold has a cold.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking great.
Well,
Steve says, oh, my God, COVID. Well, I don't have a fever.
No loss of taste?
No.
All right.
I can still smell, too.
All right, you're good. You're good.
I can still smell. I can still taste. I have no fever. In fact, my temp's perfect. I don't really even have a cough. It's just, you know, I'm congested, man.
Right.
Especially in the nostrils. I don't know what it is.
Okay. I was just looking at the stats of this Panthers versus Syracuse game.
Mm-hmm.
Holy shit.
Dude, there was a lot of good action today in college football.
This boy don't stop. Yeah, there was. I mean, Michigan and Ohio State. It finally went to Michigan this time around.
Yeah, Alabama won in fourth overtime.
Chat is crazy, bro.
What'd chat say?
Aiden said Code has COVID.
Uh-huh.
I know it's not funny, but it is. It's dark humor, and I find
Dark
that
humor.
entertaining.
Yeah.
Good sense of humor. It's good to have one, definitely.
Yeah, so Pittsburgh is winning 28-7, and all touchdowns come from Kenny Pickett.
4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. Jordan.
Oh man, Cannon asked a great question, dude.
Yeah.
Favorite Thanksgiving dish? Well, if you ask Bob, it's probably the entire fucking table.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you guys should.
But me, man, I would say honestly, the turkey itself is like my favorite.
I'm a ham guy. I gotta go to ham.
I used to be big on ham. I don't.
I mean, for me, if it's not a main dish, probably sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes.
Wow.
I love me some sweet potatoes.
Wow.
With that ham gravy?
I didn't know you were going there.
With that ham gravy?
But like you saw Thanksgiving, my plate was like legit a freaking mountain. Legit.
No, I was right next to you.
I know. You were like, how the hell did you eat all that shit? I don't know.
That was nuts.
I didn't feel good afterward, though. Took a nap.
I actually took it easy this year, man.
I mean, that's good. It's good to take it easy. I overdo it.
I don't know, man. I miss eating like almost as I'd never ate as much as you did, but
well, good because
I miss eating a good portion of food, man. I've been trying to watch or limit, the intake. Because, coming into the new year, you know how it goes, chat. People get on those weight loss plans and shit.
Right.
But I actually want to try to make it work. And I'm not waiting until New Year's to start. Like I'm already in the process.
Right.
All I know is I overdid it on the pie. Way overdoing the pie.
But I think at the same time, when it comes to Thanksgiving,
that's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, you can never overdo it. It's always good to eat, good to feast.
And guess what? Next month we get to do it all over again for Christmas dinner.
Oh, I can't wait, man.
Oh, me neither. It's my favorite time of the year, man. I'm a Christmas fiend. I am a Christmas guru. I am a Christmas, whatever the Grinch is, the complete opposite of that.
You're a big Christmas, fanatic.
Yeah, and wait till next weekend once we do Christmas cookies, bro. First of all, half of them might be gone.
Yeah.
I'm actually gonna get everything decorated for Christmas these next 4 weeks.
Yeah.
On the channel here, so
as you should.
Yeah. I might even have a new intro for tomorrow's live stream.
With the jingle bells.
Yeah. I would play it, but I don't know if you guys still have your subscription to Epidemic Sounds.
Us, we do, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Well, I just used the intro.
What intro?
The intro you made us.
Oh, that I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that.
Yeah, that. I'm gonna be using that tomorrow as the intro.
Well, there you go.
So there you go, chat. You just got a sneak peek, man.
There you go.
Sneak peek.
I'm a ham guy for Thanksgiving. Yeah, I mean, I love the turkey as well, but ham's where it's at.
Yeah.
Man, maybe I'm sleeping on ham or something. Saying.
Maybe you outgrew the ham. Maybe.
Well, I haven't really ate ham in forever, bro.
Well, Christmas is in a month, so you have an opportunity.
I'll try it for Christmas. I'm pretty sure I won't be disappointed.
Hell no. Especially since I'm the one seasoning it.
Oh.
Well, I was the one that did it for Thanksgiving.
Let me find out, bro. You a chef now?
Yeah, bro. Gordon Ramsay. You fucking donut. Yeah, bro. See? I had to pop the turkey in the oven. I had to get the ham going.
You didn't
deserve that.
You didn't put the stuffing in the turkey. You didn't baste the turkey. Then you ain't a chef. All you did was put it in the oven.
I set the ham, motherfucker. Okay? I set the ham.
All you did was put water in it and put chives on, and then bon appetit.
Chives? Cloves.
Cloves, that's what I meant.
You said chives.
It's a
chives. Some chives.
It's a goddamn seasonal ingredient.
And it's good.
I'm going to have to get a roll of quarters for tomorrow's stream.
Yeah.
Got to get this bad boy activated.
That's right.
I mean, that thing should be up to here by now.
It will be by tomorrow.
Probably.
Who's the Steelers' biggest rival, Browns or Ravens? It's the Ravens. See, it's not. That's a no-brainer. Henry Manuel is in the chat. Says, "What's good, SteelTwins? What's good, bro?"
Hey, Henry.
How's your guys' Saturday night? Well, how's your guys' Saturday, actually? Our Saturday was fantastic. It sucks that it has...
I actually played Madden, not all day, but for a few hours.
Yeah, which, I mean, I got to get back on the Madden kick. It's just...
I've been having fun with it. It's really weird.
It's just, this next month, time's going to be limited because, obviously, we got to do the content, the weekly predictions. We work at 4 every day, and that's like 6 days a week.
Yep.
It's going to be big.
It's going to be a tough month, but we'll get through it. I will not let my job ruin my Christmas spirit. That's
damn right, bro.
That's actually the Steelers' job. But yeah.
Yeah, because we're going to have to play Santa Claus. So you can't really say it ruins your festivities for Christmas when you play the main freaking person for Christmas.
Yeah.
It's true.
We're basically goddamn Santa Claus. We're the ones that pack the boxes into the trucks and then pretty much get them delivered to you.
Merry fucking Christmas. Here's your goddamn package. And just toss it to the back of the truck.
Cannon says, is EA servers been weird this weekend or just me? I think they have been to an extent, but they always are.
Yeah.
Always. And honestly, 2K, I've been having fun with that as well. I bought 2K 22. I've been having issues with that as well, man. I uploaded images to make like a Pittsburgh franchise. None of the images are working.
Really?
Damn.
That is odd. That's really weird.
I was reading online. People said it could take days for it to come up. So
that's pretty rough.
For next gen console, that's it's bad.
I gotta get back over so I can continue my Madden franchise. Or actually, I gotta start a new one since the console I'm playing it on is gonna be regifted. So
yeah,
I gotta get a new one going.
You're gonna have to start on the PlayStation 5 one.
Which is fine. I prefer Sony anyway, but.
And now you do.
Well, yeah, now I do.
When you were younger, you used to be an Xbox guy.
Well, the Xbox 360 outplayed the PS3.
Well, no, I agree with
and
that.
Then when the PS4 came out, everyone got that, and now I'm a Sony guy.
Well, good.
You're a Sony guy.
Sony. Am I a fan of Sammy Guevara? Absolutely.
Spanish God? Hell yeah.
Sammy Guevara.
Him and Tony Nese next Friday on Rampage for the TNT Championship. Take my goddamn money. It's going to be a hell of a match.
AEW's just hitting.
Yeah, how about AEW, man?
How about that Punk versus MJF promo?
That was great.
20 minutes of just I didn't want it to end. I swear to God. Like, I just wanted them to just keep talking.
Dude, Henry, I'm not the only one that finds it hard to shoot in 2K.
I haven't played 2K since Paul George was on the cover, so.
Yeah, then I don't know if they changed something, but the game felt so different when I played it today. So different. I don't know if that's good or bad, but.
I don't know either. That's because I haven't played it in a while.
I've never played it.
I got to get back over so I can just. I got to find a free day, actually. Which, this next month, there's not really many free days.
I don't know.
But fuck it, man. It's the Christmas time. It's Christmas spirit. I'm excited. I'm happy. At least we only have to work 3 Sundays. Because.
It's true.
Because we're going to head to the Titans game. That's still the plan, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think anything's going to cancel that, God granted.
Yeah.
Fingers crossed.
Knock on wood.
You got 3 weeks.
Knock on wood, bro. God damn, it's almost 11 o'clock.
Yeah, it is. Time goes by, bro.
Jeez.
Joey asked, when are you guys going to do a Steelers mock draft after the season?
That'll be summer content for sure. And obviously we'll be going to Pittsburgh.
Right.
Yeah, for the draft.
The first Steelers mock draft, I can tell you, will be probably after the Super Bowl.
Sometime around, yeah. Definitely look forward to that. Still got to scout some guys, but we already got some in mind.
Yeah,
already got some scouts.
We were thinking about doing one during the bye week, which we probably should have, actually.
But this gives us more time to scout more players coming in to the draft, to the NFL.
Right.
So.
Let's see. I seen a photo of Steph Curry blocking a layup Giannis in 2K. Yeah, that's not happening. That's not happening in real life. That's just not happening. First of all, Steph Curry's defense sucks, and he's blocking a layup against Giannis. That's not happening. Chad says, I'm a huge Sammy Guevara fan. Britt was a peach last night on Rampage. WWE is going downhill. Love to see it.
That's WWE's fault. That's their own fault because they don't care.
Should I be nervous about Bengals for my Survivor pick? Asked Sean. No, I wouldn't.
No, I wouldn't either.
Vinny asked, do you guys like Roman Reigns? Yes, Roman Reigns is the only good thing in WWE right now.
Him as a heel?
God bless that man.
Him as a heel is the only thing that you should really watch in WWE, but that's one thing out of 20 things between Raw and SmackDown combined.
I guess.
1 out of 20. I mean,
getting on another discussion. I don't know how many of you guys are into it, but how about that Chucky TV series?
Pretty damn good.
Yeah, the season finale is this upcoming Tuesday.
I hate it because it gets better week after week, and here it is. It's almost over.
You know what else is almost over? College football.
Yeah.
Yeah. That means...
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because it says Pittsburgh's last game is against Wake Forest.
I think that's... When is that? Is that next...
December 4th.
That's next week.
Next week.
Yeah. Damn. Holy jeez.
And right now they only have 2 losses on the season, so that's not bad.
Pickett threw another 4 touchdowns today. 2 of them went to Jordan Addison, who's having a complete breakout season.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's having a season that no Pitt wide receiver has had since Larry Fitzgerald, man. It's crazy.
I still can't believe they scored 77 points on a team.
It's unheard of. That's Madden shit. Like, that's legitimate Madden shit.
77-7. God damn.
That's good.
That's just filthy. I mean, you might see that in, like, maybe a small school or a small type of division.
Yeah, that's what it was. You know, like, they played UMass first game of the season. They won 51-7.
Oh, well. Still impressive.
I want to see. Where's it at?
Let's see what's going on Twitter. Maybe there's some news. Anyone out tomorrow?
Yeah, go to the. If you want to go to our profile and go to the likes or something. Because I think Adam Schefter put it on Twitter.
So it appears in. Was it his last game?
Yeah.
In Coach O's last game, they win by a field goal against Texas A&M, and this is his last.
Go Tigers!
Damn. That's the last, bro.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
His last game, man, he did so much for that college.
It's the end of an era, bro. That's fucking
Wow,
crazy.
Georgia's number 1. Get the fuck out.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, dude.
Yeah, it's Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama, Cincinnati, Michigan, Notre Dame, Oklahoma State.
Who's that one deep
Baylor.
tackle? What's his name?
Ole Miss and Oklahoma's number 10.
What the fuck's his name?
Well, from Georgia?
Yeah, that D tackle, Davis. Tyler Davis is the one from Clemson. What's the other dude's name?
I can't remember.
Because I love
Clemson's 23.
You gotta type in. You can't just put Georgia Davis, Georgia football or something.
Jordan Davis.
Jordan, yeah, there we go.
And
There we
Pittsburgh's
go.
ranked 17th.
Jordan
I
Davis.
was actually going to stream Pitt games this year, but I didn't do it.
No.
Might have to do that next year.
Something to look at for sure. More content.
Yeah, man.
Someone of Jordan Davis's size though, 6'6", 3-something, 330-ish. Like,
A big boy.
he shouldn't move the way he does. Like, that's a guy I'm looking at next year for an interior guy.
Yeah, that's a big freaking guy, man.
Like, when you look at it from an athletic standpoint, he's almost up there with Aaron Donald. I'm not even joking.
No, I even say maybe a Vita Vea with how big Vea is. But yeah, Vea can move unlike, like he shouldn't be able to move that guy for his size.
Vea's just not as fast.
Oh, of course not, but
Vita Vea is Moana, honestly.
huh. It's one way.
Codex has a question for us. Has any of us met any Steeler player, former or present? Yeah, we all have.
Yeah, we all met. What was his name? Jason Gilden.
We met Jason Gilden. I met Le'Veon Bell.
Yeah, you
I
did.
think Hines Ward.
The only ones we met was Jason Gilden.
Jason Gilden.
I saw Troy, but I didn't actually get a chance to go up to him.
We all could have seen Troy last year
Yep.
Yeah, we could
at
have.
the Hall of Fame, but no, COVID had to ruin everything.
We had amazing seats, bro.
I hate it.
That's all I'm going to say.
I'll tell you what, if whenever Hines gets inducted, bro, I gotta go there. That's my guy.
Yeah, maybe it'll make up for what we lost.
That's my fucking guy, Hines Ward. My favorite Steeler of all time.
I'm actually, I think I'm going to get off here, man. I'm going to sign off.
I think we're all gonna sign off because we've been here almost 2 hours, man. And
Really?
yeah,
Yeah, believe it or
Damn.
not, yeah.
yes, sir, man. It's been almost.
Doesn't even feel like it.
No, time went quick. But hey, I want to thank Coach Steele for joining us on this final discussion of the Steelers-Bengals Round 2 matchup, and of course the injury report, and to everyone in the chat that discussed with us regarding the Steelers-Bengals, the injury report, the quarterback talks, pretty much anything, man. So you guys are always appreciated, always loved from all of us here. So you guys are awesome.
Yes, sir.
You guys have a great rest of your night, great rest of your weekend. Hopefully the Steelers get a fucking win tomorrow. A very good win as well.
6-4-1. That don't sound too bad, does it?
Nah.
I mean, looking at circumstances, no, it does not. But Cold Steel will be live on a watch party tomorrow
on his channel.
So if you are not subbed, definitely sub up to Cold Steel. Just literally click at Cold Steel in the title, and it will take you right to his page. So if you aren't subbed, definitely sub up to him. And hit that like button on that live stream he's doing tomorrow. So that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely do that.
But Cold, will be in your chat a little bit tomorrow before we got to head to work and catch the rest of the game then. But you guys have
Sounds good.
You guys have a great rest of your night. You guys enjoy the game tomorrow. Hopefully the Steelers get a fucking victory. Let's get this dub, man. Let's beat the Bengals this time around. We got Watt back. We got Minka back. We're going to have Johnson this one again. Maybe we get something going, but go Steelers. Let's get this win. Let's beat the Bengals. Let's feed Burrow some mud, man. How about that? But you guys have a great rest of your weekend. Great week for sure, man. Stay safe. Go Steelers. And Cold, you are more welcome to sign or join us for the sign out. So Rob, go ahead.
Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you later.
Peace.